Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
Not only this murder should be the reason why we feel the way we do because of this video, but also it was found that he had 40 terabytes of child porn on his phone.
40 terabytes is insane.
So a kilobyte is 1,000 bytes, but a megabyte is 1,000 kilobytes.
Yes.
I see what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So that's 1,000 gigabytes is 1 terabyte. So that is 40,000 gigabytes of CP. This is like anything. This is like R. Kelly. This is like Epstein. This is like Trump. This is like any time that something to this level can be done, it is a ring of participants. So this is, as you can see, by Variety. So before I get to reading this, I'm just gonna give you like a little backstory. First and foremost, I didn't know who the fuck David was. I had never heard of David. I can't tell you one song from David. Apparently he blew up on some Fortnite shit. He was making his own music because he didn't want to keep getting copyright strikes from the music that he was using for his montages. So that's how he ended up starting to make music. And then the Fortnite community got a hold of it and people liked it and they started using it on their montages and XYZ, right? He was able to start a seemingly successful career. He got to go on tour with SZA on her SOS tour, got to open up for SZA, and has been just releasing songs and stuff and had a nice sized audience, but he's also from the streaming world as well too, from the games. So we're gonna get to the text here, but yeah, he's a singer. I'll put that in quotes. He's a singer who became internet famous, and he started a relationship with a young lady. And the only reason I know who
he's like 21, 14.
Yeah. And so this is how I started to know about David, unfortunately. So per Variety, it says David, spelled D4vd, has been charged with murder following his arrest last Thursday for the death of a teen girl whose decomposed body was found in the trunk of his Tesla. At a press conference on Monday, DA Nathan Hochman said that the singer, whose real name is David Burke, would face a first-degree murder charge, which could potentially make him eligible for the death penalty. He will also face charges for lewd acts with a child and for dismembering the girl's body. So the victim, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, went to Burke's home in the Hollywood Hills on April 23rd, 2025, Hochman said. That was the last time she was ever seen alive. Her body was found 5 months later. 5 months decomposing in a trunk. Whew, okay. 5 months later. Okay. Hochman declined to say how Rivas was killed, but said the coroner's report would be released shortly. There is physical evidence and there is forensic and digital evidence that we intend to present in court to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. The charges include allegations that Burke used a sharp instrument to kill Rivas. At an arraignment on Monday afternoon, Burke's attorney entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Hochman alleged that Burke was having a sexual relationship with Rivas, who was 14 when she died and 13 when she ran away from home. Burke is accused of murder with multiple special circumstances that, my phone about to die. Go up just a little bit. Circumstances that make the case eligible for either the death penalty or life without parole. Those include lying in wait, murder for financial gain, and murdering a witness to a crime, as Rivas is considered a witness to the lewd acts charge. At the press conference, LAPD Chief Jim McDonald defended the decision not to release details of the investigation sooner. My duty is not to fuel speculation, he said. It's to deliver justice, and that requires patience and discipline on everybody's part. This investigation was driven by a single purpose: to secure justice for Celeste Rivas and for those who loved her. Burke was arrested and held without bail last week following the lengthy investigation of the LAPD's robbery homicide division. The case began back in September 2025 when LAPD officers were called to the Hollywood tow yard to investigate a foul odor emanating from the car, which had been in the yard for days. The police found the decomposed body placed inside of a bag in the front trunk of the Tesla, which was registered in Hempstead, Texas, to David. The car was impounded the previous week after being abandoned in the Hollywood Hills, where neighbors complained of a rotting smell. Early reports indicated that David was cooperating with the investigation. A week later, he was linked to the body's discovery. He canceled the remaining dates of his U.S. tour. The body was soon identified as Rivas, who was reported as missing in 2024 when she was 13. In November, the LAPD confirmed that they were investigating a trip that David had taken to the Santa Barbara area sometime during the spring of 2025, following Hernandez's disappearance, and the medical examiner's office said that the LAPD had blocked the office from releasing details about the death.
My. So let me pull up. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, before you play the video. So this video, the internet is saying is like the smoking gun, right? So this was like one of the last times she was seen alive, especially on live. And she kind of dropped some information, kind of outed them a little bit. And people are thinking that this is the reason why. This may be the motive as to why she was murdered by David, because not only allegedly murdered by David, but not only because of, this gruesome murder that we should be on
that's the tip
use
of that
this video. Right. Not only this murder should be the reason why we feel the way we do because of this video, but also it was found that he had 40 terabytes of child porn on his phone.
40 terabytes is insane.
I wish we had like a little a chart.
Let me see if I can find.
show. Yeah, because you need to see the difference between a kilobyte, a megabyte, a gigabyte, and a fucking terabyte. I need you to see how big just one unit of one of those things are from each other. And then I want you to multiply that bitch by 40. Okay? It's nasty work. So what's crazy?
Oh no, that's all right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say what's crazy to me is that, I mean, I'm not no psychologist, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the data, but I feel it's very strange to me because yes, he was older than her, but in the grand scheme, he too was still very young. Is very young. He's barely 21. So when all this shit was going on, he was like 19, 20 when all this shit was going on, right? So, but even with that being said, it's weird to me how he could be a pedo that young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess in my mind, because how it's always, presented when it comes to PDF stuff, these are usually grown men, like 30, 40-year-old plus men who desire actual children or like barely legal or just turned 21, like, something fresh, right? But to see somebody who is just as young prey on somebody who is younger, I think that's one of the things that is also kind of like fucking with me a little bit. Like you're you're still young enough to be with people your age that are young. Like, I don't.
Like,
I guess, like
why
I said,
are
I guess in
you
my mind,
going so far as to go? Yeah, like you
to middle school, because this
yeah.
girl was. Because let's be clear, she would be 14. She died at 13, which means he
You was
had
fucking
been
her like
talking
10.
to 10, 11. They're 10, 11. So, and you found this because again, the Fortnite streaming internet world, that's how y'all found each other. And you took a special liking to this girl, and they're also alleging that he, not murdered, but he alleging that he also had inappropriate relationships with other young girls. You know what I'm saying? So like, but for this to be your thing so young, I just that to me really blows my mind. But for you to have fucking 40 terabytes. Look at this chart,
Now,
y'all. Look at this fucking chart. There's a byte, 1. There's a kilobyte, 1,000. There's a megabyte. That should be 10,000.
yeah,
Okay. 1, 10, no,
maybe
1,
100,
1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a
a
million.
million. Yeah. I don't know why it
So
says.
I don't know either. Oh, never mind. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. Go back down. So byte is a kilobyte is 1,000 bytes, but a megabyte is 1,000 kilobytes. I see
Yes.
what they're doing.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so that's 1,000 gigabytes is 1 terabyte. So that is 40,000 gigabytes of CP on that nigga's phone.
Nigga.
On top of the fact that,
Ooh.
I mean, we have to say allegedly, I understand, but there's so much DNA wrapped up in this shit, bro. It's so much DNA wrapped up in
I
here.
mean, and there's motive. Like, there's so much motive.
Absolute. So
You're a
much
grown-ass
motive.
man fucking a little kid. Of course you want to murder her. Of course you're the one, allegedly. But
allegedly.
at the end of the day, why wouldn't you have your stuff done blown up? You probably was like, yeah, I probably ain't gonna blow up till she turn 18. No.
And the other sad part is that, she was listed as a runaway, but that's kind of where the whole discrepancy comes in with the family and stuff, right? Because a lot of people are also, with the parents, like, okay, but how did y'all allow her to keep running off and going off with this man and, doing this and that, and the other? And it's kind of giving like, we couldn't stop her from doing it. Like we tried, but every time she figured out a way to leave us to go over there type shit. Because as they were saying, she had been missing that whole time, but there's like a special investigator who's like, well, she truly wasn't missing. They just couldn't control her. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and then she was also being groomed.
Damn. Damn. Can you lock it?
No.
I don't know if you can lock it. Uh-oh. Now you're gone. She was definitely being groomed. She was definitely being manipulated. Regardless of whatever the fuck. It's like, bro, you are twice this girl's age, basically. What are you doing? This is crazy. Like, the whole thing is honestly crazy. Bro, even if you did not allegedly murder this child, the fact that you were conversing, meeting, having some sort of relationship, I could never, in my 34 years of living, be able to just talk to a young lady or young man, whatever the fuck, that much younger than me. And then on top of the fact that you had all that damn CP on your computer, whatever the case. My phone, I think, is a terabyte, and I be looking at how much stuff I can download on my stuff. That's kind of scary, honestly. It's a little scary. It's a little disturbing, and like Countess was saying, I'm not understanding the parents here. Why were the police not called? Okay, like I understand, like your child having a fit, and you know what I'm saying, no, dad, I love him, like I get that, but Fuck that. You need to be called police. Why the police not being called? I think that's my biggest question.
Calling the police.
Because again, say your child is still just like, yes, I'm still gonna be with him. The police, they can stop this, somehow, some way. So
Yo, I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Whoa.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
Now, what? I mean, obviously that's not controversial. I guess I would love to know the conversation before that. Like, I want to know what was being, like, why. First of all these motherfuckers on Twitch just watching. I'm sitting up here thinking like, well, maybe this nigga hadn't blown up yet. No, it seemed like he had an audience. It seemed like he was pretty well known before all this hoopla. So it's just very freaking strange. The whole thing is strange. I really honestly hate this. It's so many of these predators and things like that on these games, on just these different platforms, and it's just like, y'all need help, man. Y'all need help. This is not okay. Protect your kids, y'all. Protect your kids. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much, honestly. It's just too much. You guys let us know in the comments, if you have any other details about these situations, if it's Meg the Stallion, if it's David, if it's Papoose and them, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what you guys think about this. All the things. I want everybody to just relax, take a deep breath, chill, smoke your blunt, I don't know, get you some wine. But just all this, if we just all just calm down, all just calm down. And I really don't know what took so long for the investigation. That I will say that. I mean, I get it. You want to make sure that the evidence and everything lines up. We definitely want that, But damn, like, we in the middle of 2026 now. About damn near been years old. Well, I know there's only so much that we can do to protect the kids, and again, and as a parent of a teenager, you know what I'm saying, that it definitely scares me to think about, anybody wanting to manipulate or take advantage, but that's why I try to have these conversations with my son all the time, just about being self-aware, and again, not taking things so seriously, you know what I'm saying? And making sure I let him know everything online is not, you don't know who that person is. They can sit up there and say that all day. But next thing you know what I'm saying, you got some random, just middle-aged motherfucker over here trying to be in this relationship with you, and now be like, oh, well, now, you here now, so let's just da-da-da. No, man, these kids don't have the strength and the capacity to deal with that type of pressure. So I just feel awfully for her family. I don't understand why he would even record with her. I don't even know why. And again, good job for telling on yourself, because it ain't like I want you to be out here hiding in the shadows. Like, I'd rather you be out here very outward with your crazy, you know what I'm saying, so we can know what the fuck is going on, so we can be privy to your behavior, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, like the audacity and the boldness of you, sir, being able to just come out there and record with that young lady, and it was just like, yeah, we just in here. I'd be damned. Let me start there. I would be damned as a parent. My 14-year-old son talking about, yeah, I'm about to go over to my friend's house. She 21. Huh? Excuse me, what? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You lost your fucking mind. You mean I'm going over there too? Like, what you mean? Like, how are y'all friends? Like real friends, like that's what I'm saying. Being online and the game friends, cool. I really, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I ain't gonna be super, you know, judgmental or like controlling on that. Y'all playing the game, GTA and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know my son real good with the aim. He on your team, fine. You talking about coming over? And it's just y'all? No. Okay? No. Absolutely not. There's absolutely no reason for y'all to be hanging out. You are a grown up hanging out with a kid. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. There's absolutely no reason for that. Again, on the game, cool. Outside, having conversations about regular life? No. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hormones is just going crazy. At this point, you 21, I know. That frontal lobe's still not developed. Okay? So I know you just still out here wilding and all that, but then you gonna go and bring a super undeveloped person in the mix with the hormones, and you talking about, yeah, you cute and this, that, and the third, and I'm saying what I have most definitely been, not necessarily in this situation, but I have been manipulated and sexually assaulted by someone who was close to my family and everything like that. So I know what it feels like. I know, you know what I'm saying? You got them shorts on, you think you cute, you know what I'm saying? You about to go into high school and stuff like that. You see other girls getting attention, and you see other people, you know, getting in some sort of relationship, or, you know, you feeling like, you know what I'm saying? You feeling seen. You feeling seen. That's really all you want, is just to feel seen. Not understanding that there are super consequences to these situations. I too have gone through sexual assault and being molested as a child, and so anybody, you know, he definitely tried to do that. He tried to make it seem like, yeah, I'm just cool with your daughter, and yeah, I'm gonna bring my little nephew around and we're gonna hang out. Whole time he on some real creep shit, real creep stuff, and, you know, grooming type of things, where again, you're just so young, you're not thinking about none of these consequences. And so what I was saying was just like, you know, what before you had to go was like with the parents. Okay, yeah, your daughter, whatever, I love them, daddy, like Ariel did. But where the fuck are the police? Why are we not calling the police that this grown ass motherfucker trying to hang out with my kid? I said, now BJ, he be on the game, so I get it. Whatever, we on the team and shit like that, fine. But coming over and just being on live together, like, this ain't shit, huh? So anyway, we can play the clip again. It's very quick. I just did it because you were gone.
Oh, no,
let me make this executive decision.
I've already seen the clip. I'll just see it. But I mean, you pretty much is on the train of where I was going anyway, because this is like anything. This is like R. Kelly, this is like Epstein, this is like Trump, this is like any time that something to this level can be done, it is a ring of participants. It's not just David. It is his management. It is his friends. It is the internet community that they are involved in. It's the school, because there was, I wish I had the video for the independent investigator. I think if I can maybe drop a link when we drop it, whatever. But there is a video of an independent investigator, excuse me.
Today, Junior?
Because the family claimed like they weren't getting any answers. So, but he basically found out and also faulted the parents for, you know, she was basically groomed and seduced off the internet. That's how she ended up going out there, you know, running away, because there was also like the brother and the mother, either the brother and the mother or the brother and the sister mentioned something about her having a boyfriend named David. So like they knew about this nigga. Now maybe how much they knew about him, I don't know. I feel like the brother knew a whole lot, because there were some Finstas and some fake accounts, and Facebook accounts, but they were the girl and like family members and people follow. So it's kind of like, you know, you can follow the web of things. But what the investigator really hit on for me was that everybody knew. It was basically an open secret that she was with him. She was going over to South. She was running away and all that. And the police weren't called. But it's just one of the many fucking failures of the system. Very large proportion of crimes that are of a SA nature or of our culture nature, the person barely gets any jail time if they even get arrested. Most of the time, these are male officers coming, so they're already coming with preconceived notions and misogyny and not believing people. So they're also, or just looking at this as just some brown girl running away, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of other people's personal biases that can also help shit to get through the cracks, and not take shit seriously until it's too fucking late, like it is in this one. So there's more than one person to blame. There's plenty of blame to go around. None of it is on the girl. She was young, she was rebellious, she was being groomed, but she was not unlike any other young person. Like, everybody knows once your children enter the teen years, then that's when they start to get rebellious. But you have to be a much more tactile person when it comes to this, because you can't handle all your kids the same. Hell, you can have 4 kids in the same house and all of them different. You know what I'm saying? So it just really goes to show, like, when you are not pouring into your child's life, when you're not actively into what they're doing, who they're talking to, and you're not having these real conversations, maybe you're not the best communicator. So to this child, it's like, you don't let me do anything, da 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 da, because you're not conveying it into a way where I'm telling you this because I care about you, because what you're doing is dangerous.
Yeah.
Most time, like, I beat your ass, you go over there and talk to me again. Why are you on that? And so it's just right. And then even from the girl's own mouth to her friends in school, that her home life was not great, you know, especially between her and her mom and stuff. And that's why she was always running away. And she was telling, like, y'all, I'm about to run away. Like, you'll see, da da da. And then she didn't. Be like, oh shit, she really did run away. So, but one thing again that he said that got me about everybody failing her is that she had been missing for a few days, and the parents had called the management or some shit. And then no. I'm sorry. The school called the management because she ain't been to school in like a week or some shit. And then they found that's when the parents were like, well, she ran away. We don't know where she is. So how the fuck did the school know to call David and said she need to go home? And then they said she was home like later on that day. So all this shit is
Right.
ugly. It's disgusting. He going down, in my personal opinion. I don't see, it's a grave miscarriage of justice if this young girl is not vindicated in that courtroom by putting this man in a 2x4 cell. Like, I don't, whatever, 4x4, I don't care. You get in the little bunk, you get in the bottom bunk, little bitch. You're not getting the top bunk, and you about to be washing niggas' drawers, because what the fuck? Like, you literally seduced a actual child off the internet, and then, as per the video, when she finally realized that she was being groomed, she's like, yeah, this actually isn't right. You like raping kids and stuff, like, you know, she was saying stuff like that. No, delete everything. And that's when they believe, like, probably a week or 2 later, that's when he got her. So again, this is the news that we do for use. We take no pleasure in bringing this type of shit. Like I said, I didn't even know who this little motherfucker was. He had to murder somebody for me to know who the fuck he was.
And then you got
couldn't even do your fucking
talking about
music,
doing what you did. Like, what?
girl?
That's what I said, boy, when you was gone. I said, bitch, the fucking balls and audacity on this nigga. Like, I'm grateful because now it can be a little bit easier to identify who did this. But damn, nigga, you on some real psycho motherfucking Jeffrey Dahmer ass shit, nigga.
And you making it real hard for them not to use lyrics in court, because you did literally
You
You
quite
put the shit in, you made it into a song, and you made a video.
literally. My God.
Like, what? Like, you
Like,
are a sick bitch. You are a sick motherfucker. Like, and I mean, I don't want to paint nobody with a broad brush, but it's low key why I don't be in the niggas that like horror or niggas that like real macabre
like
type of stuff.
the spiritual super scary movies. What is that? The Conjuring
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, I ain't, or just into like doing pranks. Like, I'm not into guys because to me, that is that's the surface level of you being a fucked up person. Because if you find joy in watching people getting murdered or scared or fear or what's the other one? People hurting themselves or putting themselves in danger or just flat out like
Or like
not
when you be
caring
seeing the
about
freaking
people.
scary ass movies, and it's always
I
some bitch with
don't,
her titties out, and did she getting fucked by the monster? Like what? Why are
yeah,
y'all like this?
yeah, or like I said, the niggas that do pranks when you clearly don't care about other people's autonomy, people's bubble, personal bubble, people's time. You don't care about people's businesses. Because I just seen some fucking streamers almost get their ass beat at a fucking wing stop because they decided they wanted to come back and like try to get and walk in the kitchen, and the motherfuckers had to be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here, whatever, whatever." And then it's always one, some stupid motherfucker back there stopped doing the fries and was like, oh, I want to take a picture with them. I'm like, this is why they feel like they can do shit like this, you stupid bitch. Like, you wish you was them. But if I've told you more than once to get the fuck up out of my kitchen, I'm finna come at you with this hot grease. I'm finna come at you with this motherfucking fire extinguisher. I'm finna come at you. I'm just gonna start throwing shit until you get the fuck up out my kitchen.
Yeah.
I can lose my fuck wing stop, but what the fuck you not finna do is this. You wanna go viral, little bitch? I bet you I have more followers by the end of this than you will. So, fuck David. Fuck all you weird ass niggas. Fuck all you don't touch grass, don't get no sunlight, creepy, don't know how to talk to a woman, afraid to grow up ass niggas. Because honestly, I think that's really where his PDF comes from. His PDF comes from he don't want to grow up. Because his whole life was being young on the fucking internet. And that's why he found no problem talking to a fucking child off the internet because he still thinks he's a fucking child.
Yeah.
He
You could tell
technically
in that
kind of
video.
still is. His fucking front lobe ain't fully fucking developed. He still kind of is. The nigga barely 21.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing this shit when he did this shit when he was 19, 20. He wasn't even like that far off into fucking adulthood and still was trying to still fucking on a child, nigga. Cause a middle schooler. It's fucking insane.
Y'all niggas need to go get help. Talk to therapists, drink some ayahuasca.
Yes, Scott, we know. We know it looks like that, Scott.
Oh, sorry, Scott. Yes, but I think that wraps up today's episode. Because I'm just disturbed all around. I'm disturbed by the relationship stuff. I'm disturbed by the men who are okay with this. I'm disturbed by David. I'm just disturbed. And I want everybody to just calm down and, do some reflecting, just take a chill and let's try again next year. Okay. So.
No, let's try again tomorrow. Shit. Okay. Sooner than later, please. Because what the fuck is going on? Because like we life is at an all-time premium.
Yeah.
Black female lives are at an all-time premium. Just female lives. Because little young Hispanic girl. Like female lives are at an all-time premium. Do not let these folks guilt you into having into not keeping your boundaries and to not being true to yourself. Just like me, man, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna cry and all that, whatever. But you gotta be true to yourself in that situation. Because you staying like we did with Tina and Teddy, you staying ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Because that person has to choose to want to do the right thing. That's not on you if they don't want to do the right thing. And you are perfectly within your bounds to leave a motherfucker alone that has nothing for you. You'll have a better life.
Agreed. Please, you all subscribe. Please like the channel. Excuse me, like this episode. Please, again, subscribe to us. We are here Tuesdays and Thursdays for just the sip. And then you get your big gulp on Sunday where you get the full 9 yards, chow. So yeah, please send any recommendations to us, any tea, any of those things to our email address at winesandsandchocolatesshow@gmail.com. With that being said, my name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you have had just the sip. We finna taste you later.
Bye.
Because